Hi family, it's your girl here. Yes, so happy new month. Happy the month of August. Happy new season. The season of blessings, the season of favor, the season of good tidings, the season of destiny connectors, the season of abundance of grace, the season of great turnaround, the season that God is going to make a way where there seems to be no way, the season that God is going to give us all the things that we need and we plan and we pray for. Because this is the season of new beginnings. This is the season of great turnaround. This is the season that God has promised. We start another month. We start another season. We start another great day. And so happy new month once again. This is a story and a testimony because we are seeing another month. We are seeing another great month. We are starting another great season, the season of love, the season of good things that are happening in our life. Because when we started the year, we told God one thing, that God, we want you to lead, direct, and see us through. We told God that, God, we are not going to go if you're not going to go with us. We told God that, God, we are praying for grace, favor in everything that we do. And for sure, God has been on the forefront. God has led us. God has protected us. God has seen us through from one day to the other, from one level to another level. God has been on the forefront and He's taken charge. He's led us. He's protected us. He's seen us through. So I don't know where you're starting this month. I don't know how you're starting this month. Maybe you're sick in the hospital. Maybe things are not working out wherever you are. Maybe you feel like your resolutions for the year have not been met. Maybe you feel like you feel disappointed in one way or the other. That is not a reason. The thing is, you just need to tell God that, God, I know you still got my back. I know you still love me, and I know you're still going to make me a success. I know my story is going to be written, and my story is being written this month. So that is a vibe that I want us to start this month with, because this is the month of new season, of new beginnings, of everything that we are doing and everything that we plan to do. And so I want us to focus on our resolutions for the year. I know we have like 5 months left to the end of this year, but I want you to tell God that, God, I know this is that time, this is that season that you've told us it's gonna be a new season. And God, I want you to calm down and listen to my prayer and see my resolutions, that I wrote them down. Because when we started this year, I told you all to write your resolutions down. And when you write them down as written in the Bible, that put them down in a tablet, and you'll remember them, and God will see them. So this is the time to go looking for them. I don't know if they're somewhere close. I don't know where you kept them. Wherever you kept them, just go look at them. And I want you to mark the ones that God has actually done. And I want you to thank God for the things He's done and the things that He's promised to do. And for the things that He's promised to do, the things that you wrote down and God has not worked on them, this is the time to remind God that, God, please calm down and make this resolution come true. Because we have 5 months left. And so within these 5 months that are left, I want you, God, to hear my prayer and to answer my praise and my dream. Because God tells us that, ask and it will be given unto you, knock and the door shall open, seek and you'll find. So this is the time, and this is that new season that I want us all to ask from Him. I want us to ask God that, God, may you bring a way out in our lives, that may you bring a way out in our families, may you bring a way out in every situation and in every circumstance that we go through. It doesn't matter. If you've been sick, this is the time to tell God that, God, I know by the stripes of Jesus Christ at the cross at Calvary, we were healed. And now it doesn't matter how long I've been sick. It doesn't matter how many years I've been sick. This is the time. This is the season that the sickness is going to go away. And believe you me, if you believe, the Bible tells us that as little faith that you might have, that little faith can move mountains. And the faith that you have, it will make a difference in your life. So just believe with me that this season, God is turning things around in your favor. This is the season of good news. This is the season of success. This is the season of destiny connectors. Tell God that, God, I'm praying for a destiny connector. If you cannot be a destiny connector to someone, may you find a destiny connector. And may God bring a way out in your life, because He's promised. He's promised, and He'll do it. One thing I always love about God is that God doesn't ask for approval from anyone. God doesn't ask for approval from anyone. When He decides to bless you, He blesses you. When He decides to promote you, He promotes you. When He decides to favor you, God favors you. When He decides to make things work in your favor, He makes them work in your favor. He tells us that He will prepare a table before our enemies, that He will make us great. He will make us what He wants us to be and not what people wants us to be. When God decides to make you the best, He will make you the best. And people will wonder, why are things working this way in so-and-so's life? No, it's because of God. And when that time comes, when people start asking, why are things going this way in so-and-so's life, tell them, it's my Father in heaven who is making things work out. Don't tell them it's your education. No. Don't tell them it's your knowledge. No. Don't tell them it's the people around you. No. Tell them, I have a Father in heaven who is making things work out the way they're working out in my life. Tell them I'm glowing because of the glory of God. Tell them I am doing the way I am doing because of the glory of God. Because when God's glory fill you, when God's glory come down in your life and in your family, things turn around, and you become like so glorious that when people look at you, they tend to look at you and they're saying, oh no, something is happening. And that is when you just realize that it was not you. It's not you. It's the glory and honor of God. It's not you, but it's the glory and honor of God. And so we just need to ask ourselves one thing, that God, when all these answers happen, what do I need to do? And that is one thing I always tell us about, is that wherever you are talking to God and you give a vow to God, remember to keep that vow. It doesn't matter. There's sometimes we tell ourselves that, God, if you do this to me, I will do this to you. Sometimes we make vows knowingly or unknowingly. Remember to keep that vow. Remember to keep it. Sometimes we tell ourselves that, God, if you make this happen to me, I will do this and this to my parents. I will do this and this to so-and-so. I will do this and this to the street boys. I will do this and this to those who are sick, or to your church. Remember to keep those vows. They are very important. They are very, very important. Wherever you keep them, God will remember that, oh, my son or my daughter, he said this and he's kept it. And so God will always bless you. God will always take charge of everything that you do. God will always lead and direct you, because He knows my daughter always keeps his vows. He's always kept every vow that he made to me. And so this is a new season, and this is a new season of great things. And I just want to decree and declare that the prosperity of God will be seen in your life, that the prosperity of God will be seen in your family, that the prosperity of God will be seen in your life, and people will wonder how you're doing, how you're making things happen. But at the end of the day, all the glory and honor shall be returned back to God, because He loves and He cares for you. And never forget where you came from. Never forget that it was God from the beginning. Never forget that it's been God and it will be God today and forevermore. He tells us that He is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. That He is the Alpha and the Omega. He's the beginning and the end. And so, in every situation that we are going through, always remember to put God first. The Bible tells us that put Him first and all other things shall be added unto you. And I'm telling you, if you do this, it will work out. It will work out. In God's own time, it will work out. And another thing is patience. I know the patience is the most difficult part in our Christian life. Waiting is the most difficult part in our lives. In everything that we do, the waiting period is always the longest period. But I know the Bible tells us that there was the people of Israel could have moved from Israel to Canaan even within a day. But God did not do that. He did not give them a shortcut. He wanted them to wait so that He could truly know that these people truly deserve what I'm gonna give them. So the waiting period might be long. It might take forever. The waiting period is always the longest period. But if you keep believing in God, if you keep trusting in God, if you keep having the faith that you have in God, when the waiting period is over, it's gonna be victory. It's gonna be testimony. It's gonna be the best and the best moments of your life. So keep holding. Hold on to the Lord. Hold on to His word. Hold into prayer. Hold on to the church. Hold and hold and hold, because God got you. God got your back. God is going to make every beautiful thing happen for the glory and honor of your name. This new month, I just want to wish us the very best. And I know God is going to make it happen. Whatever thing you've been praying for, God is going to make it happen. I don't know what you've been praying for. I don't know. You know it. I know what I've been praying for, and I know God is going to make it happen. I know God is going to turn things around in my own favor, and I know God is going to turn things around in my family. And so that has been my prayer, and I know you also have a prayer that you've been praying God for. I don't know what it is, but just believe in this God. Have faith in this God. Continue to believe that God is going to work it out. And I know it might take a minute. It might take forever. It might look like God is not listening to you. Let me tell you one thing. God is listening to you. He is listening. You might think that things are not working out, that God has forgotten you. No. God has not forgotten you. God still got you. God still loves you. And God is still working things out in your favor. And God is saying today that He is going to make a difference in your life. He's turning things around in your favor. He's making the impossible possible, because He loves and He cares for you. Just a little while. Just a little patience. God is going to turn things around in your favor, because He loves and He cares for you. So I just want to wish us all the very best in this new month, in this new season. May God do what only He can do. Sometimes we just need to let God do His work. Sometimes we just need to let God, okay, God, I'm leaving all this to you. I'm leaving everything to you. If it's sickness, just leave it all to God. If it's you need some promotion at work, leave it all to God. If you need some financial breakthrough, leave it all to God. If you're looking for a job, leave it all to God. And keep reminding Him that, God, you said you're going to provide this. I still trust in your timing, and I know you're working it out. So may God work it out for you. May God work it out for you today and forevermore. I know He is working in your obsession. When you're asleep, when things are not working out, when you don't have even the energy to utter the words that you want to utter to Him, God is looking at you. God is looking at your heart and He's saying, I'm going to make it possible for this daughter, for this son of mine. Keep praying. Keep believing in God. Keep reading your Bible. Keep fellowshipping. And just keep the faith that you have, because that is the most important thing. Otherwise, I wish you all the very best. I wish your family the very best. I wish your parents the very best. I wish your siblings the very best. And I wish us all the very best that God has in store for us all. And I know God is working a miracle in my life, in your life, and in our lives all, because He loves and He cares for us. May you all be blessed today and forevermore. I love you.